Welcome to bar trivia training. Your quiz night in your pocket. Grab a drink and grab a pen. I give you a question and a countdown. Lock in your answer before the timer hits 0. The rounds get harder as we go. Let's play. Round 1, History. Which of the following is not in the Indo-European language family? The answer is C, Finnish. Which WW2 tank ace is credited with having destroyed the most tanks? The answer is D, Kurt Nispel, who assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The answer is D, Gavrilo Princip. How many times was Albert Einstein married in his lifetime? The answer is A, twice. When did L. Zamenhof first publish Unua Libro, the first publication describing his international language Esperanto? The answer is A, 1887. In what dialogue did Socrates defend himself to the court of Athens? The answer is A, the Apology. Round 2, Art and Design. Which one of these paintings is not by Caspar David Friedrich? The answer is C, the Black Sea. Who painted the painting Nighthawks? The answer is C, Edward Hopper. Which artist's style was to use small different colored dots to create a picture? The answer is B, Georges Seurat, who painted the epic mural Guernica. The answer is A, Pablo Picasso. Which artist's studio was known as the Factory? The answer is B, Andy Warhol. What nationality was the surrealist painter Salvador Dali? The answer is B, Spanish. Round 3, Animals. Cashmere is the wool from which kind of animal? The answer is A, goat. For what reason would a spotted hyena laugh? The answer is D, nervousness. What is the common term for bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE? The answer is A, mad cow disease. What is the name for a male bee that comes from an unfertilized egg? The answer is C, drone. A carnivorous animal eats flesh. What does a nucivorous animal eat? The answer is C, nuts. Which of the following is true when alligators are behaving territorially? The answer is B, they bellow while showing their tail and neck. Round 4, Science. The moons, Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon orbit which planet? The answer is B, Uranus. In psychology, which need appears highest in the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, pyramid? The answer is D, esteem. An organism described as heliotropic has a tendency to move towards which of these things? The answer is D, light. Which of these is not a part of the structure of a typical neuron? The answer is B, islets of Langerhans. What is the name of the supermassive black hole in the center of the Milky Way? The answer is B, Sagittarius A*. What is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere named? The answer is D, troposphere. What is the Roman numeral for 500? The answer is B, D. What is the first Mersenne prime exponent over 1000? The answer is B, 1279. Round 5, technology. What was the first chimerically available computer processor? The answer is D, Intel 4004. AD is the top-level domain for what country? The answer is A, Austria. How fast is USB 3? 1 Gen 2 theoretically. The answer is B, 10 GB/s. Unix time is defined as the number of seconds that have elapsed since when? The answer is D, midnight, January 1, 1970. What does RAID stand for? The answer is C, redundant array of independent disks. What is largely considered the precursor to the USB format? The answer is C, PS/2. When was the compact disc player first released? The answer is C, 1982. What is the most significant side venture the popular firearms company, Remington, has pursued? The answer is A, typewriters. Round 6, general. What is real haggis made of? The answer is B, sheep's heart, liver, and lungs. Which item of clothing is usually worn by a Scotsman at a wedding? The answer is B, kilt. What is the defining characteristic of someone who is described as hirsute? The answer is C, hairy. Which of the following buildings is example of a structure primarily built in the Art Deco architectural style? The answer is A, Niagara Mohawk Building. On average, Americans consume 100 pounds of what per second? The answer is D, chocolate. A doctor with a PhD is a doctor of what? The answer is A, philosophy. Round 7, literature. In Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book, what type of snake was Kaa? The answer is C, python. What is the make and model of the tour vehicles in Jurassic Park, 1990? The answer is D, 1989 Toyota Land Cruiser. In The Hobbit, who kills Smaug? The answer is D, Bard. In Alice in Wonderland, what is the name of Alice's kitten? The answer is B, Dinah. Who wrote the A Song of Ice and Fire fantasy novel series? The The answer is A. George R.R. Martin, who wrote the 1967 horror novel Rosemary's Baby. The answer is A. Year 11. Round 8. Film. In the movie Back to the Future, what speed does Doc Brown's DeLorean need to reach in order to travel through time? The answer is C. 88 mph. What is the name of the character Nicolas Cage plays in the movie National Treasure? The answer is D. Benjamin Franklin Gates. Which director directed the movie Pan's Labyrinth? The answer is A. Guillermo del Toro. Which one of these action movies are shot entirely in one take? The answer is B. Victoria. Velma Kelly and Roxy Hart are the protagonists of which Oscar-winning movie? The answer is D. Chicago. What were the chilled monkey brains made from during Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? The answer is D. Custard and raspberry sauce. Round 9. Music. How many studio albums have the heavy metal band Metallica released in the period between 1983 and 2016? The answer is A. 10. When was the third album, Notes from the Underground of the band Hollywood Undead, released? The answer is D. 2013. Ellie Goulding's earliest album was named. The answer is B. Lights. Which song is not by the Fat Rat? The answer is B. Ascent. When did the Beatles release the LP Please Please Me? The answer is B. 1963. Which of these songs did Jimi Hendrix cover? The answer is D. All of these songs. Round 10. TV. Who sang the theme song for the TV show Rawhide? The answer is C. Frankie Laine. What is the title of the Allman Brothers Band instrumental used as the theme to the BBC motoring show, Top Gear? The answer is D. Jessica. What is the surname of the character Daryl in AMC's show The Walking Dead? The answer is C. Dixon. What breed of dog is Scooby-Doo? The answer is C. Great Dane. Which British writer wrote for both Doctor Who and Sherlock? The answer is D. Stephen Moffat. What actor portrays Hogan Washburn in the TV show Firefly? The answer is B. Alan Tudyk. Final question. Wager your points, make it count. What is the name of the wildman that Gilgamesh befriends and goes on adventures with? The answer is B. Enkidu. That is the night. Tally your score and tell me how you did in the comments. New quizzes every day. See you next round.